We'll be using our tune-up balls outside of their bag today. So taking one and then the other out of the bag to roll our upper trapezius muscles. So if you already know what I'm talking about, you're welcome to head right into the shape. But as always, I'll demonstrate landmarking where the muscle is before we move into the rolling exercise. Our upper traps are the muscles that help elevate our trapezius, big trapezoidal muscle down our back. It helps with elevation and depression of your shoulder blades. It ties into our shoulder or our rotator cuff muscles to create a little bit of this mobility. And it's also a muscle where a lot of us demonstrate stress by doing this throughout your workday. So let's just play a little bit with lifting and lowering. You can even take your hands to the top of your shoulders, lift, and feel that little bit of tension underneath your fingertips. Push your fingers into that muscle and then pull it down. Do they feel any different when you hike the shoulders up and pull them down? They might not. It might be so tight all the time because a lot of us carry tension in this area. We'll be doing both sides of this muscle at once, hanging out right up at the base of your neck. You can pull the tune-up balls out an inch or two into that part of the shoulder that you felt lift and lower as you moved your shoulder blades. This is super personal where you want the tune-up balls to land. Some people like them in a little closer to the neck. I've been doing that a lot lately. Some folks like them out closer towards the shoulder. So you can play around with it when you come down to the earth and just see where along this muscle feels good. We do want to be closer to the top. We don't want to be down onto the bone of your shoulder blade. It just doesn't serve us as well to roll directly over bone. And if you have a history of osteoporosis, you never want to take the tune-up balls near a bone. So we'll make our way down onto our spine. If you like a lot of intensity, you might keep a block nearby for this one. I often am doing this one with a block under my hips lately, but we'll start on our back. If you've got longer hair, pull it up out of the way. We'll lift our shoulders, tuck the tune-up balls on each side of the neck. Again, you can be in closer to the neck or out a little bit wider, and then make your way back down. Feel free to reach up and wiggle them left, wiggle them right until you feel like, oh, that's interesting. Like, oh, oof, but like a good oof, not a sharp pain. Remember, we always avoid sharp pain. If you feel that, come out of the exercise right away. We want this dull sensation of pressure. Like I said, some folks like to elevate the hips, so push into your feet, lift your hips, and slide a block underneath the hips, coming back down. That will increase the amount of pressure you're applying. You're making the ramp a little bit steeper. Some folks even like turning their block up onto like level 2. You can keep your feet on the mat or lengthen your legs long. I like to keep my feet planted because that gives me a sense of just more balance, more control. Can you take your arms out to the sides, either in a cactus, down by your sides, or out in a T position? If you have the space, let's all start in a T position. If you don't, I'll offer you some alternatives for movement soon. Close your eyes down if that feels comfortable. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, press the shoulders back into the props. Push down, down, down for 3, 2, and relax it. Deep breath in. Exhale, press the shoulders down, down, down for 3, 2, and relax it. Last one, deep breath in. You might hold a little longer, push down for 5. Feel that pressure. Contracting, hike your shoulders up towards your ears. This is called a contract and relax. As we hike the shoulder blades up, we're contracting the muscles. 4, 3, 2, and then relaxing the muscles against the prop. Nice. Notice if maybe you sink a little deeper. Can you relax through the inner thighs and core? You might keep your eyes closed the whole time you're moving through this work. That closing of the eyes and focusing of our attention down to the area that's under pressure. That's a great practical application of Pratyahara, withdrawal of the senses, winnowing down of the attention. But it also helps train our nervous system, gives our nervous system more information, more sensory input from the area that's under pressure, so that it can continue to update the mental map of our body it has in its head. You can stay here, or if your arms are in that T position, you might start to draw some snow angel wings, really small. Move your palms down a couple inches and then up a couple inches. I've got my palms facing up to the sky. You can make this motion really big. If you don't have the space for T position arms, keep your hands by your sides. Start to reach the hands up towards the ceiling. And then thumbs reach towards the floor behind you. They might touch, they might not. You might hit some. I hit my couch. So what do you got in your room? We make it work. This is the thing about a home practice. How do you incorporate a regular movement practice in around all the obstacles we have? Physical, time, mental, energy. If you're drawing those snow angel wings, you might pause, take a bend into both elbows, and we'll find our eagle arms, sort of. So float your cactus arms away from the ground. Maybe the forearms come to touch, maybe not. That's so far in my body, so they're nowhere near touching. And then I'm going to let my arms come back down to the ground. If you float the arms and you're like, this is utter agony, don't do it. Hang out in stillness and breathe. I think I say it every time, but science has shown us that just hanging out in static pressure for about 90 seconds, 2 minutes, and we start to derive the benefit of this work. All of these movement options we're providing are just sort of icing on top of the cake. You can keep working with these little cactus arms. Cactus eagle arms, this metaphor is deeply mixed. Or, next time the arms come over the chest, extend your hands like you're trying to tap your fingertips to the ceiling, reach up and away from you. Once again, we'll lift and drop the shoulders. Deep breath in, reach your fingertips up to the sky. Exhale, press the shoulders down into the prop. My elbows are still staying long. Yours might bend a little bit, doesn't matter. I want you to think about pulling shoulders away from the earth. Feel that lightness in the back, decrease of pressure, and then drop the shoulders down. And one more time, press, lift, a little bit of lightness, and then drop the shoulders down. If you'd like, you might play with some rotation of the wrist here. Start to twist your hands like you're opening a doorknob, and then pull the hands the other way. Just rotating. This door is really locked, and we're twisting this doorknob to no avail, but we're determined, so we're just going to keep trying. Keep the breath moving. I'm going to let a big sigh out. You're welcome. Love a big breathy sigh into my mic. This is why I get added to weird playlists. I wonder if there's a breathy sighs public playlist out there. Well, look out, internet. Here I am. Can we start to take the arms back and behind us? And just notice, where does it start to get really uncomfortable? Just pause there. Breathe. Let it out. And nice and slow, we'll draw the arms back up. You might let the hands rest on the belly or down by the sides. Let's find just one more breath here with the tune-up balls in place. Deep breath in. And let it go. If you have a block underneath your hips, press into your feet, lift the hips and slide it aside. When you're ready, we'll reach up and slide those tune-up balls out. Just giving yourself a moment to pause, to be down on your back, to notice how the shoulders feel. Let the chin fall over to the left. Notice how your neck feels. And up through center, chin over to the right. Look back up to the ceiling. Reach those hands up to the sky again. And one more time, we'll try to take them back and behind us. Elbows can bend or arms can stay long. Just notice where you get. Sweep the arms out to the side. Down by your hips. And we'll find a circle. Hands reach up to the ceiling. This time find a full body stretch. Point your fingertips back. Point your toes. Big breath in. And exhale, let everything fall down where it is. Notice how you feel. Give yourself a little gratitude for showing up, for doing the work today.